The important thing is that you feel those wraparound muscles engaging all the way through. You've got quite a lot of stability through that extended leg and obviously your lengthened spine. Now, on the last move, you want to be fully anchored through that right foot. Maybe press the right foot forward or press the right foot extended from the hip and the knee. Can you reach arms up and extend away from that anchored leg? Inhale, exhale. Take the left hand down to the earth. Bring the right fingers onto the right shoulder. And as you lift the right knee, elbow to knee and extend away. So a little squeeze and then lengthen. Hug and lengthen away. Arrow leg. Try to get that lovely coordination with the breath. Maybe 8 or 10, and then release back to your high kneeling. And let's come into a lovely lengthened child pose. Let the buttocks come towards the feet, resting into the soft elbows, forehead comes down, and allow a lovely inhale, exhale through the back body. And rise up to high kneeling. For that high kneeling side bending practice on your second side. So right hip above the right knee, lengthen tailbone, nice open spine. Left arm parallel to the earth. Remember, you could also, at this point, continue to use your hand weights. The right palm is going to sit on top of the skull or on the shoulder, and then slide into Pilates lean and move away from that extended leg, and then center the body. You might also want to reach up through your left arm. Remember to exhale as you pull back to center, finding the wraparound corsetory muscles activating fully. Breathing all the way through your moves. Remember to add in that occasional challenge, bringing that weighted arm up or over. Being able to reset your spine into the center position every time you note that lovely, lovely midline, all of those postural muscles supporting your practice. So 8 or 10 of your side leaning or side kneeling practice, then bring the right fingers to the earth. Their fingertips on top of the shoulder. And as you bend into the left knee, elbow to knee and lengthen away. Breathing in as you reach and lengthen. Exhaling to create a little squeeze curl. Don't have to touch the elbow to the knee, we're just going directional. Opening out. Curling in. Lifting. Keeping supported through that right shoulder as the shoulder girdle draws down the back. Strong and centered. Again, 8 to 10 would be good. Keep going if you need to. Otherwise, now come to the mat. Lace the fingers together at the top of the mat, elbows below the shoulders. We're going to reach the legs shoulder or mat wide and come into a forearm plank. Lift up through the center body, crown lengthening away. Mindful breathing. Whole body awareness All of those muscles actively hugging into the bones and joints to support your forearm plank. Ankles stacked above the toe beds. In one straight line from the crown to the tailbone. And then bring your knees down. Roll onto your right hip. And lengthen both legs away. And slide your right arm long. And your right ear is resting on the right arm. And remember to get that sense of just lifting into the low waist if you can. Now, even though both legs are long, sometimes it's helpful to have a small knee bend in the lower leg. So that's your secondary option. Push out through that left heel. And as you extend and lift the left leg, we go back into that abduction move that we used earlier in standing. So pulsing up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember, option is cradle to head. So I'm just going to do this so I can see a little bit more where we are as I see the practice in the camera. So pulsing up, maybe 5 more. Point the foot, lovely long extended arrow leg, and then slide your leg forward, push out through the heel, and pulse up again in the forward angle. Remember to keep the pelvis steady, only moving from the strength of those hip and leg muscles. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then re-lengthen, lay on the front body, draw the chest forward, and bring the hands softly beside your face. Lengthen the back neck. And lift up. Extend through the chest, coming into what we know in yoga is our cobra pose. So rolling the shoulders back and finding a really well-distributed spinal extension. And then draw the heart forward as you soften down to the mat. Option is to bring the elbows under the shoulders and just pause for a moment in Sphinx. Otherwise, explore the best position for those hands. Breathe, lengthen, tops of the feet active, long legs. And just allowing yourself to come to the range that is the best of your ability and the most suitable for your practice this morning. And then lengthen back down again. Hands under the shoulders, lift up. You're going to repress the palms directly below the shoulders in an all fours. Curl the toes. And as you lift the knees, tilt and tuck your pelvis. So see if you can find your classical cat-cow move. So you're tilting and tucking or tilting up, tilting down of the pelvis, but with the knees lifted. Doing a little bit of cat-cow moves in a short plank for some extra weight load and focus and concentration. Remember, it gives you the opportunity to really scoop the belly in on that exhalation. Now we're coming round to lie on the left side body. So remember that your hips are stacked one above the other. It's comfortable sometimes to just have a little bit of softening through the lower leg, which is your left leg. And then reach out through the left side of the ribs. Think about laying the head onto the left arm or cradling the head and press the heel away. So lengthen out of your hip. Imagine a heavy weight on that right thigh. Belly muscles draw in and then start to pulse that leg up. Small micro moves. Strong energy through that right leg. Hugging into the glutes. And then after 10 or maybe a dozen, point the toes, slide the leg 45-degree angle forward or further without rocking back on that hip. So restack, please, your right hip above the left. Press out through the heel. Pulse up again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Release. And this time, come up to sit. Press yourself up to sitting. And draw the flesh away from the buttocks. I'm going to press the palms together at the heart center. So sitting really well stacked, shoulders above the hips, palms together at the heart center, or you could hold one weight in your left hand first of all, and then as you scoop the pelvis, curling back, reach the left arm out to the left, and then release. Sitting tall. Half Pilates roll back, scoop, and then reach the left arm out to the left. And draw back to sit. Exhale, scoop, reach, and draw back. Restack the body. Well done. Now to the right side. Remember that you might prefer to use this practice without a hand weight, and that's fine. So hug the glutes, glide off of those sit bones, sense the energy through the pelvic and the abdominal core, and then reach to the right, and then pull back. Sit tall, exhale, and reach, and draw back. Curl, exhale, twist and reach, and pull back. Well done. And then allow yourself maybe to just roll out the legs. You can keep your knees bent. It really depends how your spine feels. And we'll just take spine reach forward. Lengthen the arms at the diagonal. Extend the spine. Maybe you will also want to let go of the crown. Just let yourself fold momentarily. Shake out the head. And then if it's happy for you to do so, lengthen both legs long. Palms parallel, arms and palms parallel to the earth. Hollow the belly and start to create the full Pilates roll down, sequentially allowing the spine to land on the mat from the control, but maybe those front abdominals. And then fold the left knee above the hip, the right knee above the hip, lay the chest open. I'm going to move into Pilates hip roll. So as the legs roll to the right, squeeze the inside legs together, keep the chest open, shoulder blades grounded. Hover and wrap as you bring those legs back to the center. Legs hover to the left. Avoid holding your breath and squeeze those legs back to the center. So we've gone to the right and gone to the left. In the middle, we're going to curl up, reach the arms forward, and take 8 fairly dynamic, rapid single leg extend. 2, 3, reach that arrow leg away, hug again through the whole of the back line of the legs and the front line. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Take the arms up to the sky. Rotate the legs over to the right, and now take the arms over to the left. Hover. It's our variation from hip roll, and pull everything back to center. Inhale, exhale. Arms move a little to the right, legs move a little to the left. Squeeze, hold, hover. Find the breath. Exhale back to center. Now lift again in the middle, cradle the head. I'm going to reach the right leg long. Keep that arrow. Remember, you've got a level pelvis. The base of the spine is anchored. And just going in and out through the left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Maybe rest, take a little hug and a massage. Up. Really cradle the head, knees above the hips, centered pelvis. Lengthen your left leg away like an arrow, and then in and out through the right for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the legs in, and place your feet to mat. I've got my socks on today, obviously because it's quite a cold, wintry day. But oftentimes it's much better to have your bare feet really connected, especially for, especially for shoulder bridging actions. And then pick up your dumbbells if you want to. Raise the arms in line with your shoulders. Press through all 4 corners of the feet. Curl the pelvis. Lift into a level shoulder bridge. So really checking that you have power and stability in the glutes and the pelvis is level. And we're going to go lateral arm openings, hovering the arms above the mat. Stable shoulder bridge. Inhaling to open and hover, and exhaling to lengthen back to the sky. Keeping everything stable. Pressing those toe beds into mat. Keeping long through the neck. Again, I would suggest 8 or 10. And then release your arms down to the mat. And then from the breastbone, curl the abdominals inwards. Create that hollow scoop. And release your spine as if bone by bone, trying to control the landing of the spine, slowing it down, all the way down to the base. Bring the knees into the chest, cradle the knees, and find some relaxing double hip circles. So we take the knees apart, guide them apart, pause there, send the thighs forward to the length of your arms, bring the thighs together, fold towards the chest, open, separate the thighs, guide the back together, bring them towards the chest, and then the other direction. Press the knees away from you, widen, scoop together. I know that you can move much faster, but it's really important that you can feel the glossy, smooth action of those hip circles. And then separate the knees, heels, feet and toes together. Once again, lift and curl, and then reach the legs away, coming in and out. If you can find that V position at the top of that squeezing of the legs together, please do. So we're going to pull the legs in, diamond shape, squeeze away. Let's do 5 more. Breathe all the way through. Keep lifting and curling. And then right at the very end, if you can, hold the backs of the thighs. And can you roll up to a balance? Can you squeeze those inside thighs together? Maybe you've taken your feet down and then you return to seated balance. Otherwise, shins parallel to the earth. Let's reach the arms out to the side or up to the sky in a cactus position. Lengthen the neck. Hold super steady. And then as you slide your legs along to the mat, or have a bent knee position, come into rotation. Bring the right arm across the legs, turn left, look over the left shoulder. Remember to breathe, and then release back. Nice lengthened, elegant spine position. Turn to the right, over your right shoulder. Be able to breathe. Glide back to center. And let's come up to stand. Maybe as you stand, you feel new energy in your body. We can take a big inhale, big arm circle. Big exhale.